she broke the violin over her knee and, aiming at oblique angels, repeatedly and studiously impaled the instrument with thick shards of glass. The Force of Art, she titled it. The requisitioned object's previous owners felt more bemused than violated, having never actually put bow to string, and later commented that, given the chance, they would have likely done a better job themselves. As we grew in number, we took our requisitions to ever larger scales. An abandoned rail car one day, an office building the next. By the time we got to occupying galleries, the Force of Art had become quite the icon of our movement and was duly granted a room to its own. At night, we would place a small candle in its broken body and watch the light play across the glass to spill in fractured rays across the room. It was a fitting tribute to her memory. But candles fall, and flame cares not for art or its force. And one day we returned to find only cinders and glass. Salandré reads this out to me, slowly and with that faint accent of hers, that fullness of pronunciation and those long trills, but steady, little of the archetypal rolling adulation of Italian speech. Handing me my manuscript, she stands to leave. Oui, she sighs. It feels strange saying that now. At the time I never could have admitted that to myself, or anyone, but it was us. I can get this published, she continues. And the institution? I reply. In that way of theirs, they see it as part of their heritage now, for better or for worse. Eugenie, 7, November the 12th, 1919. So we now know that Salandré is in fact Italian. Or, well, she originates from Italy. She seems to have lived long here, because her speech just bears this faint accent of Italian speech. Yes, let's continue. That was in the study, and I want to examine the book. A history of the city of which you now explore. So I found a history book about the city that I'm just now exploring. That's kind of clever because the name of the city doesn't get given away. And here's a memory as well. Long ago, as nomadic peoples, we saw time in cycles of sun and season. Then in the city, as we experienced time from a fixed point, it became a line, forever behind us. This line is all we have. It is our art, our culture, our every cause, and our every effect. The only certainty we take with us as we move ever forward is that, in time, all this will fade into the distance as ruins over the horizon. Can you truly blame those who would stand still in defiance, or those who, knowing full well the futility of holding on to which is just dust, run? Eva Salandré, Forward to the First Edition, Children of Rust, by Eugenie Faure, 1917. We read this part before, I'm very, very sure. In the beginning, we read it. In a different context, or with no context at all, but now we know that it's actually the foreword of this history book that Eva Salandré herself wrote. The history of the city we are currently exploring, and in which she seems to be the only living person. Continue. So much for the book. But now I'm really curious about the grandfather clock as well. Examine it. A long case clock of fine make, decorated in an oriental style. The pressed glass casing was glazed in a pattern to this effect, obscuring the contents to the degree that only the motion of the pendulum was readable beyond. Open? Yes, open. A key hung from the swaying and somehow still functioning pendulum, caught on a lanyard draped over the timekeeper's cylindrical form, held fast by the connecting rod. Examine the hour key. A key, fashioned to resemble the hour hands of an ornate clock. Take it. My inventory is complete. It really is. But where do I use those keys? Can I use them on this clock here? No, I can't. I will have to figure that out. Because, listen, when I know where to use those keys, then I will set the clock to 12 o'clock. And then, I don't know. I don't really know, but my idea is that the phonograph will work then. When I want the phonograph to work, maybe I should go near the phonograph and look for a watch. A clock. A clock that is near a phonograph. I will do that now. So, we examined everything here. Back to the hallway. Back to the boulevard. We've been here. Where could this... Wait. Wasn't there the skull clock? The skull clock. I want to go there. Wait. Towards the river. Iron Gardens. I need to go to the Iron Gardens. And to examine the grate. This gate. That's the gate I opened. I need to enter the Iron Gardens. Yes. I could go to the Blue Orchard again. Let's check if... Yes, she's still there, just walking around. Exit through the entrance gate. What can I do? It seems that I can't go into the catacombs from this place, or I just can't figure out how that works out. I'd like to find that gate again. Do you remember? The one that we left through? To the Iron Gardens. Isn't it here? Isn't it somewhere in here? In the Iron Gardens? Or, I think. No. I can't find it now. I can't find it from this point of... Let's see. Maybe I just have to go to the pendulum again. Ascend the steps. Oh. Descend to pendulum. Exactly. Examine the door. Enter. Follow the stream to the reliquary. Here it is. The clockwork skull. I can't do anything with it. I figured out that maybe I had to place those two hands in this clockwork skull, but apparently not. Yeah, device of unknowable purpose. Okay, now that wasn't the right place. Leave. Let's find another use for those two keys. Another kind of clock. Okay, now here is what I did. I went to the Provost's lounge again, and I figured out that I would just examine the device once again, the device on the phonograph. So we go and enter the hidden passage and continue to the loft. And we ascend the staircase to the pinnacle. This phonograph I'd like to examine. Oh, See? Oh, this is so great. I'm so happy that it works. This is the phonograph. The needle was locked, making the phonograph inoperable, with a device bearing the numerals XII, which is Roman for 12. Use our key to unlock? Yes, please. Now we unlocked it, and we can place the needle to the record. Activate phonograph. I feel like this is the most important thing to do. Let's do it. The arched beams of the dome met at the pinnacle in a circle of glass, opening to the warm light of evening. Under this, an unlit chandelier sent the little light that creeped through into shards of light across the loft, giving the room a fractured, broken quality. A tight iron staircase spiraled up from the center of the loft to meet the apex, deftly avoiding the chandelier by virtue of that fixture's inverted, inward-facing form. Below the staircase was a circular landing of unusual material, solid plate steel, with a curious segmentation seeming to suggest its motility as part of a greater mechanism. The phonograph filled the loft with sound, to then be drowned out in turn by a raw, metallic screeching, as the segmented metal flooring retraced to reveal a further flight of stairs. Continuing uninterrupted from the main spiral, these continued down into a sizable vault. Wow, I can also click this. Oh, yeah, it just changed the look of the text. I can descend the staircase to the vault or ascend the staircase to the pinnacle. Now this is where the phonograph stands and where I activated the mechanism using this record and this key. I'd like to descend the newly appeared staircase to the vault.